The morning mist clung to the mountainside, wrapping it in a soft ethereal blanket. It swirled around the ancient Japanese monastery, adding an air of mystique and tranquility. Inside, Kenji moved with the rhythm of the morning chants, his voice blending harmoniously with the others. His breaths were deep and measured, each inhale and exhale a testament to his inner peace. He found peace in the rhythmic motions, each movement a dance of serenity and focus. Years ago, his life had been a whirlwind of sirens and flashing lights, a cacophony of chaos. He had been Tokyo's best detective, known for his sharp mind and unwavering focus, solving the city's most complex cases. But the city's chaos had eventually overwhelmed him, the constant pressure taking its toll. He sought refuge in the quiet wisdom of the monastery, hoping to find solace and clarity. Kenji had traded his detective's coat for the simple robes of a monk, embracing a new identity. He embraced the minimalist lifestyle, finding comfort in simplicity and routine. Days were spent in meditation, contemplation, and the study of ancient scriptures, each day a step towards enlightenment. The tranquility of the mountains had soothed his soul, the serene landscape a balm for his weary mind. He had found a sense of purpose in his new life, a fulfillment he had never known before. The city, with its mysteries and turmoil, felt like a distant memory, a past life left behind. Little did he know the city had not forgotten him, its shadows lurking, waiting for the right moment. Its shadows were about to reach up the mountain, pulling him back into the world he had left behind, a world of intrigue and danger. The serenity of the morning was broken. A young monk approached Kenji, his face etched with concern. He carried a message from the village below. Detective Tanaka, an old friend from Kenji's Tokyo days, needed to speak with him urgently. He was asked to come as soon as possible.
Why would Tanaka seek me out after all this time?
Kenji knew his friend's dedication to his work. He would only reach out if it was something serious. A wave of worry washed over him. He couldn't ignore this call. He owed Tanaka a great deal. They had been through thick and thin together. Kenji decided to descend the mountain. He would face whatever awaited him in the city. He bid farewell to the head monk, promising to return soon. He knew the journey would be more than just a physical one. It would be a journey back into a past he had tried to leave behind. The familiar cityscape of Tokyo assaulted his senses. Gone was the mountain's peace. Kenji found Tanaka at the police station, his face etched with worry.
Several prominent figures have vanished without a trace. The only clue, a single black lotus flower left at the scene of each disappearance.
The Black Lotus, a chilling symbol. These disappearances were like nothing Tanaka had ever seen before. He needed Kenji's help.
The Black Lotus, it speaks of ritual, of a plan.
Kenji examined the photos, the reports, the details. He felt a familiar pull, the thrill of the chase. The city's energy was infectious. He agreed to help Tanaka. His curiosity piqued. He felt a duty to use his skills again, even if it meant stepping back into the world he'd left behind. Kenji dove into the investigation with a determination that bordered on obsession. He visited the victims' homes, interviewed their families, and listened to their stories of loss and confusion. He spent countless hours in quiet contemplation, piecing together the puzzle, trying to find the missing link. The victims were seemingly unconnected, each from different walks of life, different backgrounds and different stories. They were ordinary people living ordinary lives, until they became part of this extraordinary mystery. He felt a connection, a thread running through their stories, something that tied them all together. Yet he just couldn't quite grasp it, the elusive thread that would unravel the entire case. He spent days combing through old case files, looking for patterns, searching for any mention of the Black Lotus. The Black Lotus, a symbol that seemed to appear and disappear like a ghost, was proving to be elusive. The symbol was enigmatic, its meaning shrouded in mystery and whispers.
We don't understand why this happened to her. She was just an ordinary person, living an ordinary life. She was just an ordinary person, caught in something beyond our understanding.
Then, a breakthrough came like a bolt of lightning. A witness mentioned overhearing a conversation about a secluded temple on the outskirts of the city, a place shrouded in mystery.
They say there's a temple where black lotuses bloom, a place of ancient secrets and hidden truths. It's supposed to be a place of unique enlightenment, where the boundaries between reality and the supernatural blur.
His instincts told him this was the key, the missing piece of the puzzle. He shared his findings with Tanaka, his trusted colleague and friend. They decided to investigate the temple, to uncover its secrets and find the truth. As they ventured further into the case, they realized the depths of the mystery were far greater than they had imagined. This was more than just a series of disappearances. It was a web of intrigue and danger. It was something far more complex, far more disturbing, a dark secret that threatened to consume them all. The temple stood on a hilltop overlooking the sprawling city below. Its ancient walls seemed to whisper secrets of the past, blending seamlessly with the modern world that lay beneath it. It had an air of serenity, but something felt off. Kenji could sense it. The tranquility was almost too perfect, masking an underlying tension that made his skin crawl.
This place, it's peaceful, yet there's an underlying tension. It's as if the calmness is a facade, hiding something much darker beneath.
He and Tanaka were greeted by the temple's charismatic leader. His name was Hideo. With a warm smile and a welcoming demeanor, Hideo exuded an aura of trust and wisdom.
Welcome, seekers of truth. I am Hideo. Here we believe in the power of enlightenment and the journey to inner peace. Here we strive for enlightenment through unconventional methods. Our practices are unique, designed to unlock the deepest parts of the soul. Peace is our ultimate goal. We believe that true peace can only be achieved through understanding and acceptance.
His words seemed to resonate with a quiet power. There was a conviction in his voice that was hard to ignore. He claimed no knowledge of the disappearances. His sincerity was almost convincing.
I assure you, we know nothing of the unfortunate events. We are as troubled by these occurrences as you are. We are deeply concerned and offer our full cooperation. Anything we can do to help, we will.
Kenji observed Hideo closely. Every gesture, every word was scrutinized. He saw a glimmer of something else beneath the surface, a fleeting moment of something sinister, a fanaticism masked by calmness. It was subtle but unmistakable. His intuition screamed at him. There was more to Hideo than met the eye.
There's more to him than he lets on. I can feel it in my bones. He's involved, I just can't figure out how. The pieces of the puzzle were still scattered.
Kenji noticed a single black lotus placed prominently on the altar. Its presence was both beautiful and ominous. The same flower from the crime scenes. It was a chilling connection. The pieces of the puzzle were falling into place. Slowly, but surely, the picture was becoming clearer.
The Black Lotus? It's the same. This is no coincidence. This can't be a coincidence. There's a deliberate connection here.
He needed proof. Without it, his suspicions would remain just that. He had to tread carefully. One wrong move could jeopardize everything. Exposing Hideo without evidence would be disastrous. It could ruin any chance of uncovering the truth.
I need to be cautious. Every step must be calculated. One wrong move and everything could fall apart. The stakes were higher than ever.
Kenji and Tanaka spent days observing the temple and its inhabitants. They spoke to the devotees, trying to understand their beliefs.
We learned about Hideo's teachings. He preached that true enlightenment could be achieved through a radical transformation, a forced shedding of one's past, one's identity.
It was a dangerous doctrine, open to misinterpretation.
Kenji noticed a pattern in the disappearances. All the victims had been struggling with their pasts, seeking a fresh start. He suspected Hideo was preying on their vulnerability. He was using their desire for change to manipulate them. My suspicions grew stronger. I needed to find concrete evidence to expose Hideo's true nature. Time was running out. I had to act fast before anyone else vanished.
The evidence came in the form of a hidden chamber discovered beneath the temple. Inside, they found personal belongings of the missing people. The smell of incense hung heavy in the air. It couldn't mask the scent of fear that clung to the objects.
I knew what I had to do. I confronted Hideo and accused him of abducting the missing people. I deny everything. I'm innocent.
Kenji saw through the act. He challenged Hideo's beliefs.
True enlightenment is found through self-reflection and compassion, not force.
His words struck a chord. Hideo faltered. His eyes flickered with doubt. The confrontation was intense. It was a battle of ideologies, of two different paths to enlightenment. Kenji's words chipped away at Hideo's carefully constructed facade. The truth was about to be revealed. Hideo broke down. He confessed to orchestrating the disappearances. He believed he was guiding the victims toward a higher state of being. His methods were twisted, his compassion misguided. He had let his desire for enlightenment blind him to the suffering he was causing.
I felt a pang of sadness for Hideo. I saw a reflection of my own past struggles in the man's fanaticism.
He understood the allure of seeking control, of forcing change.
True enlightenment comes from within. It can't be imposed on others.
Hideo listened, his face etched with remorse. He realized the error of his ways. He surrendered to the authorities, accepting the consequences of his actions. Justice would be served. But for Kenji, the victory felt bittersweet. He had saved the missing people, but he couldn't help but feel a sense of sorrow for Hideo. His fall from grace was a stark reminder of the dangers of misguided intentions. With the case closed and Hideo facing justice, Kenji returned to the monastery. He carried the weight of the experience with him. It had been a stark reminder of the darkness that could reside in the human heart, but it had also reinforced his belief in the power of compassion and understanding. He shared his story with the other monks.
Hideo's misguided path highlights the importance of finding enlightenment through inner peace, not through control over others.
His story served as a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the most well-intentioned actions could lead to darkness, if not guided by wisdom and compassion. Kenji continued his monastic life, finding solace in the quiet routines and the pursuit of true enlightenment. He knew that the city, with all its complexities and contradictions, would always be a part of him. He had found a way to reconcile his past life with his present one, using his experiences to guide others towards a path of true peace and understanding.
Thank you for watching. If this video helped, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.